Hey guys, Blazing Wrath here. As you can tell from the title of this video, today is a very special day, as it is Halo 3's 14th birthday. 14 years. Jesus, that makes me feel old, even though I'm really not. When this game came out back on 360, I was around like 10 years old. So, this was my first Halo game that introduced me to the series. And ever since then, I've been playing all the games ever since. Uh, After I played Halo 3's campaign over and over and over again, because I didn't have internet at the time, so I had nothing really much to do except play campaign and even once in a while play split screen with a few buddies I used to have. And I did went backwards in the series after I played Halo 3's campaign, so I got Halo 2 and then eventually Halo 1. So uh, playing the campaigns was just a blast. The multiplayer maps were fun to play, especially since when I got online, finally, around like 2008, 2009. Online matchmaking was like, I think Halo 3 was kind of my first online matchmaking game, so it was crazy to see other people that weren't next to me and playing online. I also remember discovering Forge and Theater mode within the game, because when I went to Forge mode, I didn't know what I was getting into till I figured out the controls, and I was just like, oh, I get it now. You can move things around, save it, save a map, whatever you edited, and it's like yours. I was like, holy shit, that's pretty cool. And then Theater mode, I was like, well, what's this? I went into it, and it's just like, oh, this is cool. You can literally watch your own replays and even have a fly cam. So those two features, Forge and Theater, especially they were new to Halo 3. I was just blown away at the time. I guess a few other things I can talk about is holy shit. Do you guys remember Bungie Pro? Does anybody remember Bungie Pro? I do. It was like the first form of microtransactions in a Halo game, I think. It's like, okay, so you know the file share like system that you guys know about? Well, in Halo 3, we only had about, I think, 9 slots. And what Bungie Pro was, I'm not sure if it was a subscription or was it just you paid once and it was yours, but I think you had to pay like $10 to get a total of 24 slots of extra storage space for file shares. And I'm like, man, that's wild. $10 for like, yep, up to 24 slots, because everyone else, the default was like either 6 or 9. Actually, it might have been lower. It might have been 6. Yeah, the default must have been 6. So that was crazy. $10 for 24 slots of file share. Wild. A few other things that are definitely a lost form of art that's not really seen much anymore is machinimas. I mean, machinima itself doesn't even exist anymore. People created like their own videos and whatnot. It was pretty funny to watch, or even some serious ones, like just watching like people make their own like little war movies and whatnot. Those are fun to watch. As well as people were famous for screenshots and like just art. It was insane. Like screenshots and machinimas are like kind of a lost art now. It's kind of unfortunate. Now machinima isn't exactly, well, okay, well it is dead, but it's like there's still some people that make smaller skits here and there, but definitely was at its peak with Halo 3 and Halo Reach. Then there's recon armor. Holy crap, man. Yeah, you know that recon armor set that you guys see in Halo Reach, Halo 4, and Halo 5? Yeah, that shit used to be extremely rare with Halo 3. Because Halo 3 was the first Halo game where we got customizable armor, like, for the first time. And that thing, there was only 2 ways of getting recon armor in Halo 3. You either had to do something special, and that the gods at Bungie noticed you, and they gave it to you. And then later in 2009, there was a way for everybody to unlock it, but with 7 Vidmaster challenges, which are essentially achievements. It was about like 5 of them in Halo 3 that you had to do, and then 2 of them you had to do in Halo 3 ODST. So, recon armor was extremely rare. And I didn't really know this until people mentioned it and when I looked it up on the internet. But the first person to get recon armor was apparently a dude who got killed by a traffic cone on the pit. I did not know. I didn't know that, but when you got recon armor in Halo 3, you were special, or like you did something really cool. Halo 3 was an awesome time for the Halo community, and it's still like Halo's golden age. It was at its peak. Everyone was happy. Nobody was really down each other's throats like it kind of is today. Man, I kind of miss that time. Nobody, everybody was just positive. No matter what they did or what you do, whatever. And even the competitive scene, even though I wasn't really much involved with Halo 3's competitive scene, I only really knew about it, but I never really got involved. Only did I dip my toes here and there, but the point is everybody was just positive and happy during Halo 3's time, and I really miss that. I'm not sure if we'll ever really get back to that again, especially since now we've all gotten older, and as we've gotten older, we've gotten smarter, and now we look at things like more realistically or more in depth. So I don't know. But that positivity is something I really miss from Halo 3. Honestly, that actually kind of came back a little bit with Halo Online. If you guys either remember that or even know about it, but like Halo Online slash the El Dorito mod that released a few years ago, uh, before MCC came to PC and whatever. But those brief, I think Halo Online slash El Dorito, that mod only lasted for like 4 days, and those 4 days was just like Halo 3.5. Like it was like a little time capsule slash revisit to Halo 3 because the game was based off Halo 3, but it had like new stuff in it. So that's why it's best described as Halo 3.5. But yeah, even that little time frame, like everybody was excited. I knew back in the day when Halo Reach was coming out, like and like we were all moving on to the next Halo game. I knew there was something special that we were all going to miss. Like after Halo 3 was over, I'm just like, there's something about Halo 3 we're all gonna come back to. And I remembered like around 2011, 2012, I think a bunch of YouTubers we got together. Well, I wasn't there. I didn't have a YouTube channel at the time, but point is, a bunch of people got together and made a movement called Populate Halo 3, which and it's who I don't know who remembers that, but I do. And basically, the point is to make you go back to Halo 3 on 360, you make your emblem look like the Halo 3 logo, and you just repopulate the servers and play matchmaking. Maybe we can do that again this year, especially this year by the end, because if you don't know, the 360 titles, the servers are going down, so might be a good time to populate Halo 3 one last time before those servers go down. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about Halo 3. It's a lot of fond memories about that game, and even the people I've met and hung out with. I guess one more story I can talk about is how my gamer tag sort of came to be. So the Blazon name specifically, I wasn't well. We had a little Blazon clan back in Halo 3. Nothing too serious. This is more like a small group type of deal. And Blazon Wrath isn't actually my first gamer tag. Before that, I was Blazon Gold, and I've had that gamer tag, like Blazon Gold, for a long time before I even changed it to Wrath. But that's where sort of at least the Blazon part of my name came from. It was because the original Blazon was named Blazon Rich, and he's the one that kind of mentored me to get a little better at Halo before I started looking up YouTube videos. So I kind of thanked him for helping me out. And yeah, he was the Blazon before me, and then we all changed. There was also Blazon Silver, Blazon Diamond, Blazon Platinum, and all other Blazons, but we had a little Blazon clan. So I kind of feel like I'm like the last sort of Blazon member of our little group. So I wonder what he is now, because I know after Halo 3, he kind of went off to like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and yeah, I wonder where he is now. I guess I should also mention before I even changed my gamer tag to Blazing Gold, my first gamer tag ever on Xbox Live was Troden Dinosaur. Yep, my closest friends still laugh at me to this day for that gamer tag. I still don't know why I chose that gamer tag, but yep, it was Troden Dinosaur. I don't know why I chose that name, but that was my first gamer tag. It honestly feels like after Halo 3, like, as far as like the Halo series is concerned, like it feels like things changed. Like Halo Reach was a very divisive game. I enjoyed it, but the way how I looked at Reach is like it it was a great game. Like I still think it's a good game overall, and it's very casual, which is why I think, you know, if you think Halo Reach is the best Halo game, I won't argue with you there, because it is still a good Halo game, but Reach was definitely detrimental for the competitive scene, which again I still wasn't in, with Halo Reach when Halo Reach was out. I still wasn't necessarily involved with the competitive scene, but apparently it was very detrimental to them. So it those guys really hated Halo Reach. But custom games was a lot of fun. I think that's probably one of Halo Reach's biggest strengths. But yeah, even after Reach, then there was Halo 4, and well, that game really killed the community. And then yeah, ever since after Halo 3, like the series kind of went downhill. And as far as where we are now, oh, we're definitely probably in the best position we've ever been in, and 343 has gotten better. But hopefully Halo Infinite, and I'm sure we all want this to a degree, even if you don't believe in it. We all want to kind of be in that position of positivity with like we were in Halo 3, and I mean, won't be won't be an easy task, but I don't think it's impossible entirely, but probably really difficult. I hope Halo Infinite is good, and this could possibly be the, well, I can't say for sure this is like the quote unquote next Halo 3, but this is this I all I can hope is that Halo Infinite is good at launch, and that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. So here's to the future, I guess. Halo 3. Thank you for the memories, you glorious son of a bitch.